I'm meteorologist Joe Winters. Thanks for joining us tonight. We are going to take a look at our next winter storm that's moving our way. Unlike the winter storm we had around Christmas time, which of course brought blizzard conditions, extremely heavy snow, and very dangerous driving conditions for several days in a row, this storm will be shorter lasting and bringing a variety of precipitation. Not the bitter cold temperatures, but still enough to have some pretty good travel impacts. Let's go ahead and take a look at pinpoint Doppler radar right now. You notice nothing is happening, and nothing is expected to happen tonight or tomorrow. I want to stress that this storm develops with precipitation as we work our way through the day on Wednesday. So Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, those will be the times that we'll watch and see that precipitation develop. As a result, there you go. Our road conditions right now, just fine across the area. In fact, we're going to continue to see quiet weather conditions for travel for tomorrow morning. So there'll be no problems with schools getting to school for our Wednesday morning. When Kai joins you tomorrow morning, precipitation will be building across the plains, but certainly not here. So where are we expecting issues to develop first? That's what we have as far as our winter weather alerts. And you can see that we do have a variety. I called it a confetti that you can see on the maps. We've got winter weather advisories that extend from Black Hawk and Tama County farther back to the south and west. That's in the purple color. In the pink color, we have a winter storm warning in effect, and in the blue color, we have a winter storm watch in effect. Couple of reasons. We've got a couple different weather service offices that are issuing these products, so they issue kind of some different products. The winter storm warning, winter storm watch are for the same conditions, and that's where we're really expecting probably the heaviest amounts of snow to be found. And that'll be true as we head through the nighttime hours of Wednesday into the early part of our Thursday. Then just on the southern or southeastern edge of that is probably where we'll see the most in the way of anything as far as any type of conditions that will also cause some impacts to area roadways. That likely winter weather advisory could be expanded for a few counties, but again, as we've talked about with this system, we are going to see a very sharp cutoff as this system moves through. See your questions. How much are we expecting? What's in Benton County? Just kind of watch the counties, watch the maps. We're going to go through all of ours, and then we'll take a look at what we have for our questions as well. First of all, here's what we know. Rain, sleet, and snow are possible as this storm moves in. Roads will worsen during the Wednesday evening commute. That's what we've been talking about for the time that this system is going to be pushing through. So again, it's going to be a variety of precipitation early. There is going to be a very sharp cutoff between where we see heavy snow and wintry mix. Where we see the wintry mix, guess what that's where we're going to see not a lot in the way of snowfall farther down to the south. The more wintry mix, the less snowfall that will accumulate. But once that transition takes place and it stays as snow, and that's a kind of northwest and western areas of Iowa, that's where we're expecting the heaviest in the way of snowfall accumulations. And finally, what should you do? Check back for updates. Kai's going to know their update tomorrow morning on the TV9 Morning News. He'll also be live on all of our streaming services as well. And plan on some messy travel. That's the other thing you should do, because as this storm moves in, the travel conditions will deteriorate. Whether you're getting snow, rain, or sleet, it is going to be a little bit harder to travel across the area. So again, kind of keep that in mind. Here's how it looks as far as the setup for tonight. First of all, the storm system that brought us those isolated thunderstorms, the one that turned severe yesterday, that now back across the Great Lakes. We're watching an area of low pressure strengthen across the central and southern areas of the plains. It'll move across the panhandle region of Oklahoma and start to drag some moisture into it. As a result, we will see some showers breaking out across Oklahoma and Kansas, and then as you get into the colder air, northern areas of Kansas, back across the Rockies into Nebraska, that's where the snow will develop as well. So that's the area of low pressure. That's the storm system that moves through as we head into Thursday morning. Potential for accumulating snow, yeah, it's with us as well as we can see. Now, the highest potential for accumulating snow, northern areas of Iowa and just about all of western Iowa, as you can see. This is from Wednesday night through the day on Thursday. That's if it keeps its current track. And the trend with this storm has been to track just a little farther to the north, which would indeed cause the heavier snowfall totals to remain across northern areas of the state. Let's time it out for you with Pinpoint Futurecast. Here we go for some timing for you. See, Rhonda, you're asking for some Jones County timing. Other places, watch this. Find your county that you're in and watch as Pinpoint Futurecast moves forward. Tomorrow morning, everything's just fine. There, let's even back this up just a little bit. Looks like it may be moving in just slightly earlier. So as we head toward maybe the 11 or 12 o'clock hour, we're looking at some of that precipitation developing down toward Oskaloosa, Washington, and Mount Pleasant. 3 different colors. You've got blue, that's snow. You've got a mixed precipitation, rain, snow, and sleet, and you've got rain out there as well, and that's the green color you're seeing. As we head forward in time, that pushes it near the Iowa City area, maybe earlier in the afternoon, closer to maybe 1 or 2 o'clock. And again, these storms can slow down a little bit too. These are some rough time frames for you from our model. And by 3 o'clock, yeah, there you see near Cedar Rapids, some of that precipitation developing. Probably Highway 30 in points of the south by this time. And as you see across western areas of the state, more snow. As you see in the eastern part of the state, a little bit more of the warmer side of the storm system, more of a rain-snow mix. Now let's push ahead in time as we head through 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It does move up through Cedar Rapids. Now by about 4 o'clock, you're starting to see some activity right along Highway 20. That right now, as you can see, all in the form of some snow. As we push ahead in time to about 6 o'clock, we still keep Highway 20 in points to the north, generally snow. Dubuque, you're getting a bit of a mix. Cedar Rapids still in that mixed, and rain down toward Iowa City and Washington. Again, lessening snow amounts. Want to stress that where that snow is falling, if you look back across western Iowa, yeah, it's much heavier snow. It's been snowing there the entire time that we've looked at this. That's where the heavier snowfall accumulations will be. As we step ahead to 7 or 8 o'clock, now you're still seeing that mix at 8 o'clock near Dubuque and Cedar Rapids and points to the south. Farther down to the south, Mount Pleasant areas down toward Ottumwa, probably not much in the way of snowfall at all. As we move ahead, still seeing snow again along and north of Highway 20. Then at 9 o'clock, now we've got a little bit colder air working its way in. So Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, it looks like probably seeing some snow showers by that time. Farther to the north, though, up from the line, if you draw Highway 20 and go north, Fayette, Prairie du Chien, Decorah, yep, you're seeing more snow. Now, as we move ahead, there you go. Scattered areas of snow showers end as some colder weather works its way in across eastern Iowa, and by noon all that precipitation is out of here. The majority of the precipitation likely as we head through the Wednesday into Wednesday night time frame. After that, things do become a bit more scattered. How much are we going to see? Well, take a look. 4 to 8 inches is what we're expecting right now. Waterloo, Prairie du Chien, Fayette, and points to the north. That's pretty much assured the heaviest area where we'll see snow. 2 to 4 inches kind of in between. That could stretch near the Dubuque area down toward Tama. And we've got a trace to 2 inches. Iowa City and points to the south. That's pretty much a guarantee as well. Maybe nothing at all toward Washington and Mount Pleasant. Cedar Rapids are right on that edge. Could be maybe in that 2-3 inch range. If we see that much snow, could also be more closer to that trace amount too if that rain-snow mix kind of continues and doesn't allow accumulation. So again, it's a very sharp cutoff. We know there's going to be a mix down in that area. Keep that in mind. Farther to the north and west is where you're finding the heaviest areas of snow. Behind this system, we do see some northwest winds both Thursday and Friday. A little stronger on Thursday, not quite as strong on Friday, but that will drag temperatures down. Highs on Friday, temperatures will fall back down into the 20s. So let's go ahead and run through some of the questions that we've had come in to kind of take a look at what you've been asking and see if we can get some of your questions answered. And again, want to just let you know that once again, we are going to continue to see conditions that will deteriorate as we head through Wednesday night into Thursday, and that's what we'll be continuing to watch very carefully to give you some indication of what we're seeing as far as any snowfall amounts that'll move through your area. Waiting for the heat wave, Dave? Nope, heat wave's not coming yet. We've got, in fact, overall it looks colder as we work our way into the month of February, the end of January. Been waiting for some winter weather. Indeed, it looks like that is going to be happening. Looks like we are also looking for snow. Yes, you're going to see some snow in some of the areas. Again, put the snowfall map up for you in your particular area, kind of what you're looking for, but I wouldn't concentrate so much on the amounts as we head that line from Manchester and points to the south, because it's going to be a bit of a rain-snow mix, and the longer that lasts, the less snow you'll see. But the north, that's where you'll definitely see areas of Alameda, Clayton County, back across Fayette, Winneshiek, Chickasaw County into Black Hawk County, Butler County. That's where you're going to see some of the heavier snowfall totals. Again, some 4 to 8 inch snow. Will this be a heavy snow, meaning weight, not volume, Sheila asked? Yeah, where that snow falls, it's going to have a lot of moisture in it, so certainly we'll be watching for that. It'll be a little harder snow to move, certainly, than some of that snow we saw back in December. John, I'm with you. I could use some more snow. Would love to see some. Haven't seen much. Lots of drifting with that much wind. Shouldn't see a ton of drifting farther south. To the north, always some drifting in some of the outlying areas as we can see carry. But again, not expecting anything like we saw with the blizzard conditions that we saw just before Christmas. Doesn't seem like Cedar Rapids will get much. At this point, it looks like Cedar Rapids probably on that line of not seeing much to maybe a few inches of snow. Again, just depends on that exact track and something we'll be watching. That's why we encourage you to stay up to date on the latest with this system as it moves through. So once again, here's the winter weather alerts that are in effect. Do want to stress that Waterloo is included, Tame is included as well in both the winter weather advisory. Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, Washington at this point not included in any advisories. The Weather Service, again, kind of watching how the system evolves and see where that mix develops. If it indeed does cause some travel issues that are advisory criteria, which I would expect in some of those areas, there will be additional counties added, and that could certainly happen tomorrow morning. And we'll have those updated for you, of course, as we head through the coming 24 to 36 hours as this storm moves through. So again, be safe, continue to stay up to date on the snow. Joe, why do you torture us with loving snow so much? Frodo, it's just winter, and you've got to have some snow to have a good winter season. So far, it has been a pretty quiet winter season other than a couple of storms, and then, of course, throw in the severe weather this week, which is anything but winter-like. Stay safe. Stay up to date on the latest forecast. We'll have more updates, of course, here on our social media streams, as well as on KCRG TV9, KCRG.com, and also on First Alert Plus. Check us out, and you can see exactly what's happening.